good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Nancy Drew, The Secret of the Old Clock, where, I think we needed to go talk to Emily, right? Oh, I think we've got some new stuff here. Did we already read this? I found a key tucked in the band of Josiah's hat, Marcel. There were some other things in the drawer where I found it, but Emily didn't want me to look at them. Is she just being overly protective, or is she hiding something? I discovered that the window seat in the parlor opens up, and beneath it are stairs leading to a tunnel. Mr. Archer said if I get the dress done that the seamstress started for his wife, he'll help me open Josiah's safe deposit box. Oh, that's right, we need the needle. When I asked Jane if she'd sew the dress I need to finish for Mr. Archer, she refused, saying she'd forgotten how, which seems kind of strange, seeing as how she used to be a dressmaker. If she ever leaves that podium she's always working at, I should probably do a little poking around. An old Civil War photo I found enabled me to find a door off the tunnel that went up a hidden staircase to a space behind the wall in Emily's room. I found the photo right by Jane's podium, which means Jane could have seen it too. So the question is, could she be the reason why Emily's been hearing and seeing strange things lately? The tunnel I found goes all the way from the parlor of the Lilac Inn to Richard Topham's house. If I ask him if he knows about it, he'll probably just say no. But if he knows about it and has been sneaking around in there, that might explain why strange things have been happening at the inn. And speaking of sneaking around, if I ever want to sneak into Topham's, now I've got a way to do it. Okay, so let's go see if Jane is around now. Oh, she's back.
Thanks for doing the pies. The more I do it, the worse I seem to get at it. Here's that box. I'm sure that sewing machine needle is in there somewhere.
I see it.
Remember, when it comes to using it, you're on your own, kiddo.
I think I know why Emily has been seeing and hearing strange things.
Well, I'm all ears. Tell me.
I found a secret passageway that goes from the inn to Josiah Crowley's old house. And off of it, I found a staircase that leads to a space behind a wall in Emily's room. That's the staircase that's in this old picture.
You mean the noises that Emily's been hearing? The things she's been seeing? It's because someone's been sneaking around behind the wall in her room?
Yeah.
It may even be that someone is trying to scare her on purpose.
On purpose? Who would want to do something like that?
I was able to open the staircase because I saw the picture I just showed you. And I found that picture on the shelf in your podium.
You mean it was right there under my nose? Hold the phone! You think I'm the one who's been sneaking around?
Can you think of somebody else who may have had access to that picture?
Anyone who's ever been behind this desk could have seen that picture. It's hardly fair to go pointing a finger at me.
Yeah, that's why I gave you the opportunity to give me some other names.
Maybe Emily will know something about it.
She went into town to run some errands. At least that's what I told her to do. Heaven knows she could use some fresh air.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
You betcha.
Okay, so Emily's gone, but we now have the needle, so... let's do some sewing. Here we go. And this probably goes into here.
I'd better start over.
Yeah, this isn't exactly easy, controlling the thing there. How do I start over?
I made too many mistakes. I'd better do it over.
How do I turn? Is there a way for me to turn the fabric? This really is not easy to control. I can't do nearly as precise a job as I'd like to. I hope this is going to be good enough.
There. Not bad, Miss Drew. Not bad at all.
Nice. So that's done. Do I now need to go into town and take that to the banker, or did we have something else to do here? I don't think so, right? I think we are just going to go into... Oh! She's not here at the moment. Snooping around time. Dearest Gloria, if you would do 3 simple things for me, I would very much appreciate it. First, keep this note for me. Tuck it away in a safe place, and should I ever ask to see it, please allow me to do so. Second, don't mention or show this note to anyone else. Third, don't ask me why. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You are a kind lady who sparkles like good water and makes me think that the sky's the limit. Your grateful friend, Josiah. So... let's see, bottom has a capital letter. A kind lady who sparkles like good water and makes me think that the sky's the limit. Dear Gloria, sorry it's taken me so long to answer your letter. I'm still a secretary at the bottling plant and business is booming, so I'm busier than ever. In fact, I'm typing this during my lunch break, so please excuse the mustard stains. Still love those bologna sandwiches. Of course I'll take care of Emily if something happens to you. All she has to do is write and I'll come running. But quit worrying about such things. You've got a nice place to live and that sweet little girl to keep you company. You've got it made in the shade. Me, I'm still in the boarding house. It's not the Ritz, but my room is right across the hall from the washroom and most of the girls here are honest and hardworking and fun. But there are a few bad apples, like this gal named Marian Aborn. She dropped in the other day to borrow some bobby pins, so I went to the drawer to get some for her. Only when I turned back around, she was going through my purse. She said it had fallen over and she was just putting it back, but I know what I saw. Anyway, I sure miss you. I'm investing as much money as I can in the stock market because my boss says it's a surefire way to get rich. So next year maybe I can take the train out there to see you. Better yet, maybe I'll buy a car. Wouldn't that be the butterfly's boots? Right soon, your friend forever, Jane. When I confronted Jane about the old picture I found by her desk that allowed me to get behind the wall of Emily's room, she denied knowing anything about the picture or the hidden staircase. Oh well, it was worth a try. Put the sewing needle back.
That's done. That's done.
Oh yeah, play the record. Unscramble the picture.
Check.
Seen everything there is to see in the tunnel.
I'm finished with that.
Go to Twin Elms.
That's done.
Raffle tickets to Miss Jakowski.
That's done.
Fish to Mr. Phelps.
I'm finished with that.
Pie sorting.
Check.
End of the passageway.
I'm finished with that.
What happens when you go down the stairs?
Check.
Look for the door in the window seat.
That's done.
Find out where the staircase is.
That's done.
While Jane is out looking for that needle, take a good look around the desk.
Check.
Use the directions Jane gave me and put the pies into.
That's done. I'm finished with that. That's done.
What the key that was in the band of Josiah's hat opens.
I haven't done that yet.
Look in the drawer in Emily's room.
Check.
Go to the fishing hole.
That's done.
Phelps print shop.
That's done.
Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. Or the radio thing. Did that.
Check.
Alright. So I guess let's play the record. Then we'll go into town. Wasn't there? Oh, there it is.
Oops, can't play this record until I take the other one off.
Oh. Do I have to just step back for it to start playing? How do I actually play this record? Oh, you have to crank it.
I'll never forget the night it all began.
Oops.
That dark, stormy, fateful night when I decided the time had come to rid the world of the creature. But it would take money to do that, and to get money, I needed to confront my arch enemy, Nick, who had recently become able to transform himself fittingly into a giant warthog. When his forest hideaway came into view, I dismounted and approached the door on foot so I could take him by surprise. My fear that he would hear me proved groundless, for a terrible storm began to rage, washing away the sound of my footsteps. I peered through the rain-streaked window beside his front door and could see him sitting in front of the fire. He had returned to human form, but the malicious smile on his face suggested that he was recalling his recent porcine exploits. Seeing that the door was unlocked, I hurled it open and marched across the room toward him. "Step away from that bottle of warthog potion," I commanded, "and give me the 20 gold coins you stole from my poor servant." "I'm not going to give you a thing, save, perhaps, a taste of my sword." And with that, he drew his sword. In an instant, I had drawn mine, and so commenced the fiercest sword fight the world had ever known. The storm raging outside paled in comparison to our battle. To my surprise, Nick's experiences as a lower life form seemed to have improved his skill as a swordsman. I feinted, I parried, and yet victory eluded me. And soon I began to feel my strength ebbing from me. I was tiring rapidly. Summoning every ounce of what little energy remained in my body, I lunged at him one last desperate time. Ouch! Why, you've wounded me. I had managed to wound him on his right arm, just above the elbow. Curse you! His words, punctuated as they were by an untimely clap of thunder, sent a shiver down my spine. "Save your breath," I intoned, "and give me those gold coins." "Here, take your precious coins." He tossed the bag of coins onto a chair, but as I reached for them, he reached for his bottle of potion, and in a matter of seconds, my night had gone from bad to horrible.
Okay. Is there anything on the other side, or is this just like a one-sided? Oh. Is there more? No.
I'll never forget the night it all began.
I played the record I found in the tunnel. On it was a very corny old radio show called Creepy's Corner, complete with very bad sound effects. Okay. Now, let's go give Mr. Archer the dress. I'm sure the significance of the radio show will be revealed at some point. Do we have anything to talk to Jane about yet?
What's cooking?
Apparently not.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Bye now.
So, what were the words in the, in here, actually?
I've seen these symbols before on that big clock in the attic of the carriage house.
Yep. Hit the road, good place for a handout, kind gentleman lives here, kind woman lives here. It did say a kind woman. No use going this way, go this way. It did say fresh water as well. Bad water. This owner is in. There are thieves about. Keep quiet. Barking dog here. Dangerous neighborhood. The sky's the limit. Authorities are alert. There's nothing to be gained here. Okay, so a kind woman is the cat. Fresh water is the water with the O's and the X. And then the sky's the limit is the kind of number 2 thing here. So, do we go try those before we go into town? Maybe. So it's cat and water with X's and O's and number 2. Let's go see. Cat, water with X's and O's and number 2. So much walking though. I don't like having to do this again and again every single time I want to go up there. So we don't have the symbol for bottom here. But yeah. Cat, X's and O's and number 2. Yeah, nothing happens. Okay, so are these like the symbols that are not needed here? And then we've got 9 symbols left. Are all of these symbols needed for like who knows? But yeah, that didn't actually do anything, so I'm guessing we need more clues. Let's drive into town and give Mr. Archer the dress. Maybe then we'll get to look in the locker thing. All right. So, we do need to go up, right? Yeah, up all the way and then to the right. And avoid the potholes. Jewelry. And that's the bank.
How's the dress coming?
Great, I did it myself.
This is beautiful, thank you. Now let's see if that key you found opens up Josiah's safe deposit box.
Okay.
That was Josiah's key, all right. But that is not Josiah's will.
It looks like some kind of journal. Would it be okay if I kept this?
If it was money or jewelry or something like that, I'd turn it over to Topham. But a journal? Finders keepers as far as I'm concerned.
Yay.
I'll be at my desk if you need me.
Okay.
It's locked, naturally.
Okay. We've got DAONWESVG, I guess. LFD. That could be a D, couldn't it? Oh no, that's a D. Do we have a Y? What could the keyword here be?
I'm finished with that.
Yeah, figure out how to unlock the journal. The hat's name was Marcel. We don't have the letters for that here. Don't have the letters for Gloria either. Well, luckily we can take the journal with us.
Anything else I can do for you?
I guess I'll be going.
Come back anytime.
I guess there's nothing further to be found here. Don't necessarily need more gas yet. We could maybe deliver.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. This one's for Mrs. Perkins at Sunnybrook Farms. Keep up the good work.
Alright, while we're here, I think I remember Sunnybrook Farms being up here. Yep.
Hi, Rebecca. I'm supposed to deliver this to Mrs. Perkins.
You better let me deliver it. Mrs. Perkins can be very grumpy, even when my curls are at their curliest and my dimples are at their dimpliest, and I'd much rather she yell at me than you.
Well, okay. Thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
Oh, Tubby Telegrams is over there.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Deliver this to Professor Randall out at the observatory. Keep up the good work.
Observatory is the one that's difficult to get to. We need to cross the bridge. And then go this way. And try to avoid the potholes. We'll deliver this. Well,
Hello, Dr. Bob. I've got a telegram for Professor Randall.
I'll give it to him later. As you can see, he's a little busy at the moment.
What's he doing up there?
He's undertaking the very delicate task of cleaning the lens.
Uh-oh.
Randall! What have you done?
I'll be going now.
I guess it wasn't so difficult to get here after all. Okay, so should we stop by the gas station? Let's.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up?
Just 25 cents worth, please.
That'll be 25 cents.
Here you go.
Drive zippily.
Alright. And the telegram place is right here.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. This goes to Mr. Brocklehurst out at Lowood Academy. Keep up the good work.
Lowood Academy. Where did we see that? I don't think it's on the map, is it? I wish the places would appear on the map as we discover them. That would be very helpful. That's the jewelry. Ah.
Hello, Miss Temple. I've got a telegram from Mr. Brocklehurst.
He's in class. I'll give it to him. He too gets paid very little.
That's okay.
All right. I don't think we've got anything else to do here. Let's get back. To the Lilac Inn. Yeah, go all the way this way and then turn. We've got some money. We can actually... Let's call our friends. We haven't done that in a while.
Drop a nickel into the slot, please. Hello? Very good. Now, how may I be of service?
Let's see.
Hi, could you please connect me with Bess Marvin at KL 54468?
Just a second.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
It's Nancy again. Stay off my feet this time, okay?
Oh, don't be such a crybaby. Hi, Nancy. What's going on?
Emily's banker, Jim Archer, he asked me to sew a dress together for him because he can't pay the dressmaker to finish it.
And the dress is for...
His wife. He says his bank is on the brink of ruin.
Goodness! Which bank did you say this was?
Mrs. Farthingham!
No.
Anyway, maybe this Jim Archer guy just wants you to feel sorry for him.
Oh, Bess. No banker in his right mind would make something like that up just to get sympathy. If people like Mrs. Farthingham get wind that a bank is in trouble, they'll pull all their money out and the next thing you know, the bank has to close.
Well, then maybe he's just a cheapskate.
All I know is if Mr. Archer really is hard up for money, he may be willing to stoop pretty low to get it.
My thoughts exactly.
That's it for now.
Bye. Oh, and if you call back and we're not here, it means we went to see this movie called The Big Trail.
Yeah, this guy named John Wayne is in it. Helen says he's a real dreamboat. We'll let you know if she's right.
Let's call Nancy's father as well.
Drop a nickel into the slot, please. Very good. Now, how may I be of service?
Hi, Mr. Kowski. Could you please connect me with my dad? His number is KL 57187.
Hang on a minute.
Carson Drew.
Hi, Dad.
Did you pick those papers up yet?
Yep.
Great. You can give them to me tonight when you get home from Emily's. So, what else have you been doing?
I'm pretty sure I saw the car belonging to Emily's banker parked at the side of the road by the Lilac Inn this morning, just before the explosion.
Are you suggesting Emily's banker was somehow responsible for the explosion?
When I asked him about it, he did seem kind of evasive.
It's okay to have your suspicions, Nancy. But in a town as small as Titusville, it's very easy to alienate people. Until you know the facts, you'd be well advised to keep your suspicions to yourself.
I'm earning money by delivering telegrams for Tubby's Telegrams.
Good for you. That's a great way to meet people and to accumulate a little cash, which might come in handy. You're putting extra wear and tear on your car, you know.
Yes, Dad.
What else have you been up to?
Do you have time to give me a hint about something?
Of course I do. What do you need?
We already did the mirror thing.
Any hint as to how to go about unlocking the journal I found in Josiah's safe deposit box?
I have a feeling the solution is going to come creeping around the corner. And when it does, you do well to first listen for the effects sound has on an audience. Then look at the thing you put hot dishes on and match what you heard with what you see.
Okay, so sound effects. Thing you put hot dishes on? What do you put hot dishes on? A plate? Match what you heard with what you see. Look at the thing you put hot dishes on. So, I mean, creeping around the corner obviously refers to Creepy's Corner, the record. And then you'd do well to first listen for the effects sound has on an audience. So yeah, sound effects. Then look at the thing you put hot dishes on and match what you heard with what you see. So, do I have to remember all the sound effects? Like the thunder claps and the rain sounds and... Probably, right? Then match what you heard with what you see. The thing you put hot dishes on. What have we seen that could have those? You put hot dishes on it, and it should have the rain, lightning, etc. symbols on it. Nothing comes to mind right now. So, we only get one hint per phone call, huh?
Goodbye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Weird that it gave us the option to ask about the mirrors as well, because we've already done it. And the hobo symbol thing, should we ask about that too?
Drop a nickel into the slot, please. Very good. Now, how may I be of service?
Hi, Mr. Kowski. Could you please connect me with my dad? His number is KL57187.
Hang on a minute.
Carson Drew.
Hi, Dad.
Nancy, everything okay?
The big clock I found in the attic of the carriage house has all these hobo symbols on it, but I have no idea which ones are important. Any hints?
The radio dreamers are the key. Give them their cues, then listen very carefully.
Radio dreamers? What does that mean?
Sounds like you'd better go to Crowley's and catch up on your reading. As the bard once wrote, the play's the thing.
Yeah, it does say in Crowley's notebook that you have to give the cues to the Thisbe and flute and what was the third one? Pyramus or something like that. But I don't know what the cues are.
Goodbye, Dad.
Keep in touch.
Sure. The thing you put hot dishes on. This? Oh my gosh, it does have all of the things on it. Okay, so let's go listen to the record again. And while we listen, we'll figure out the keyword. Okay. So, can I actually... No, I don't hear anything now, so I can't listen to the record and have this out at the same time. Hoofbeats.
I'll never forget the night it all began. That dark, stormy, fateful night when I decided the time had come to rid the world of the creature. But it
1,
would
2,
take money to do that, and to get money,
2
I
claps
needed
of
to
thunder.
confront my arch enemy, Nick, who had recently
Rain.
become able to transform
So
himself
horse,
fittingly
thunder,
into a
thunder,
giant
rain.
warthog.
Door.
When his forest hideaway came into view, I dismounted
Footsteps.
and approached the door on foot so I could take him by surprise.
Swords. Swords. Thunder. Coins. Okay. So horse,
My fear that he would hear me proved
thunder,
groundless,
thunder,
for a
rain.
terrible storm began to rage, washing away
Door,
the sound of my
footsteps,
I
sword,
peered through the
swords,
rain-streaked window beside
thunder,
his front
coins.
door, and could see him sitting in front
Horse,
of the fire.
thunder, thunder,
He
rain.
had returned to human
Door,
form, but the
footsteps,
malicious smile on
swords,
his face
swords,
suggested that
coins.
he
G. O. Good. F. E. L. Coins. There was probably thunder as well, and then coins. Spelling good fellow.
That symbol in the middle reminds me of the one on that trivet that used to belong to Josiah.
So, G. O. D. F. E. L. O. W.
Flute, 7.025 megahertz. Puck! That's who Josiah played in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay. 7.025 for flute. Gave his cue and told him what he was supposed to say in reply. He thought it was a joke, but that's okay. I can trust him.
Pyramus, 7.057 megahertz.
He was in a foul mood, but I told him his cue and gave him his reply. I told him to write it down and he did, because I could hear his pen scratching on the paper.
Thisbe, 7.050 megahertz. It looks like some kind of record of the people Josiah talked to on his ham radio.
I gave her her lines, then had her say it over and over till she knew it by heart. She knows the cue line too. Don't have to worry about her. Okay. 7. Seven oh 7057 and 7025. Okay. So 25, 50 and 57 on the radio. $25, $50 and $57. I'm going to go try the radio. And oh, we're already 50 minutes in. Well, I guess we'll try the radio in the next episode. Or should we just go ahead and do it in this one? 25, 50, 57. Yeah, I may not remember those numbers in the next episode. So this is just going to be a tiny bit longer. We'll try the radio and then end the episode. I don't know if we already need to know some kind of a password to give to each of the people, to each person. But at least we can try the frequencies now. That is so loud, by the way, compared to all the other sounds in the game. So, okay. It's 25. So this needs to be... And then this needs to be 5.
Is anyone out there? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
This is Flute, but you sure don't sound like Puck, so explain yourself.
My name's Nancy Drew.
So where's Puck?
Well, I'm pretty sure Puck's real name was Josiah Crowley, and I hate to say it, but he passed away earlier this year.
Ah, that's a shame. Heck, I never got to give him his sentence.
His sentence?
Well, see, a while back, Puck dictated a sentence to me and told me that if and when he recited a certain passage from Shakespeare, I was to respond with that sentence. Weird fellow, that Puck.
Could you tell me the sentence?
Oh, no, Puck made me promise. I can only say the sentence after I hear the passage from Shakespeare.
Is the passage from one of his plays?
Darned if I know.
What if I figured out the passage? Would you tell me the sentence then?
I suppose I could do that, yes.
Did you know Puck very well?
I felt like I did. Met him over the radio a couple of years ago. What a character. What'd you say his real name was?
Josiah Crowley.
Strange. I never heard of him.
Why is that strange?
He led me to believe he was this big cheese out in Hollywood. You know, some famous producer, director or something. Said he owned his own studio.
He didn't own a studio, and he certainly didn't live in Hollywood.
I'll be darned. So he was just lying to me. Well, that's all right. I may have told him a fib or 3 over the years myself. Like the time I told him I was a scratch golfer. I don't even know what that means. In any case, you tell me the passage, I'll tell you the sentence. Until then, over and out.
Okay, so I guess we can talk to the other people as well, can't we? Even though we don't know the passages. So... 50.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
I'm Thisbe, but only Puck calls me that. Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm afraid I have some bad news about Puck.
Oh dear, they closed the play he was starring in, didn't they? That's why I haven't heard from him. He's too far down in the dumps. Oh, I was afraid it was something like that.
Actually, you haven't heard from him because he passed away several months ago.
Oh my, that's worse, isn't it? And after all that rigmarole he went through, making sure I knew my line and understood my cue?
So he gave you a line to say and told you to repeat it only after you heard your cue, which was a passage from Shakespeare.
Why, that's exactly what he did. He did the same thing with you, didn't he? How he enjoyed spreading his love of acting. He called himself the Johnny Appleseed of theater.
Yes, well, could you tell me the line he gave you to say?
I'd be delighted to.
Thisbe, are you there?
I'm waiting for my cue.
But I don't know what that is.
Puck was adamant that I not say my line unless and until I hear my cue. Sorry.
So Puck told you he was an actor?
He told me that acting was his life and that he'd gotten rich and famous doing it. No matter who he was to the rest of the world, that's what he was to me, and that's how I want to remember him.
When I think I know what your cue from Shakespeare is, I'll contact you again, okay?
Suit yourself. Over and out.
Okay, so let's see about 57 as well. 4, 5.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Speak to me. Hello?
This is Pyramus. Who are you?
My name's Nancy Drew. Does somebody named Puck usually call you on this frequency?
Somebody named Puck used to. Apparently he found something better to do. Haven't talked to him in months.
Oh, that's because he passed away not too long ago.
Oh, well, that's a good excuse, I guess. How'd you know he called me Pyramus?
I'm a friend of his. I found your name and radio frequency in his journal.
So why are you talking to me?
I was just wondering, did Puck, ever ask you to tell him something in response to a certain passage from Shakespeare?
Yeah, whenever he rattled off this stupid Shakespeare quote, I was supposed to rattle off this stupid saying he had me write down. How did you know about that?
Because he had other people do that too. Just out of curiosity, what was the stupid saying you were supposed to rattle off?
Can't tell you. Gotta hear the Shakespeare first. Puck made me promise.
Did Puck tell you much about himself?
He told me he was just this lonely old rich guy who lived by himself and had a bunch of weird hobbies. In a pig's eye.
You didn't believe him?
Rich guys don't own ham radio sets. They own radio stations. In their spare time, they drive fast cars and sail around the world and hobnob with other rich guys. They don't shoot the breeze with working stiffs like me.
But
look, if it made the guy happy to tell me he was rich, fine. No skin off my nose. But he didn't fool me. No siree. Not for a second. Anyways, the missus is calling, which means I gotta skedaddle. Over and out.
Alright, so we've got to go read some Shakespeare. The only thing that was in Josiah's safe deposit box was a journal. Locked, of course. Well, we already opened it. Oh yeah, he does have a Shakespeare book on his desk. Yeah, learn the cues. Use the frequencies to talk to his ham radio friends.
Can't check that off till it's done.
Oh, so I guess we gotta know the cues and give them to them.
That's done. Check.
Alright, well.
Check.
I think I'm ending the episode here.
Check.
And in the next one, we'll go do the Shakespeare thing. You know, talk to Mr. Topham and see if we can take a look at the book. But for now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.